get up. John, help on that center pole. Here, let me try. Get me a larger wrench.
Sunk her teeth into you this time, didn't she?
Trouble, Casey?
Trouble? Hey, speaking about trouble, you nearly got yourself killed this morning.
Yeah, those tent poles.
Mm-hmm. Ben, hand me that bottle of arnica over here and some bandages, will you? You know, that's real downright silly taking chances like that. I tell you, the way things have been happening around the show lately, I think we're being jinxed.
Jinxed? Oh, Casey, come on. We've had our share of accidents. That's exactly what they are, accidents. That was a weak link in the chain on those tent poles. That's no jinx.
Maybe so, but you just start looking out after yourself around here, you hear me? Come on now. I just straighten up. Hey, just a minute. Yeah, come on, help me hold this little troublemaker.
Has he and Mert had another fight?
He just don't never seem to learn his lesson.
Well, maybe we ought to separate the two of them. I mean, if he can't learn to treat a lady properly.
Separate them? Then Mert start tearing this show apart trying to find this outlaw. Yes, sir, he beats her up every night, and she loves it. I guess there's just no accounting for females, huh? Including chimps. Huh? All right, Mr. Romeo, let's get going. Come on. Old horse right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, hit the road, you beautiful bum.
You gonna let him run loose again?
Why not? He slips out of every cage we put him in. Might as well let him run loose, try to catch up to him. Hey, speaking about women, I saw you and Lana working out on the trapeze yesterday. You better be careful she don't sink her teeth into you.
All right, Casey, I'm just trying to keep ready. You know, there's one problem we haven't talked about yet.
I know. Money.
Oh, so now you're a mind reader. Say, we could use that act in the sideshow.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Casey, the mystic mental marvel.
You know, the trouble we're having meeting the payroll, you, me, and Tony are going to have to fill in for some of these acts we're losing. You know, they're not going to stay with us just because they like our faces.
That's right. I don't blame them either. They got families to support. But this isn't the first time we've ever had to walk into the sawdust ring together. And when it comes to that, I think we know our way around. As for Tony?
Oh, Tony's got the jump on us already. I saw him talking to Arnie this morning. Tony's got in his head he'd make a great clown. Arnie's showing him some of his routines.
Well, now, that Tony learns mighty fast, I'll tell you that.
He's a natural-born clown.
You better be careful how you say that to him, though.
Yeah, I said that this morning. Got quite a rise out of him. No matter what the three of us do, we can't put on this show alone. And that's exactly what's going to happen unless things change.
But it is changing, Ben. We got the weather on our side. We got sunshine here. We're going to have people in that tent today.
You saw the size of the town, Casey. Even if we picked up every man, woman, and child within 10 miles around here, it wouldn't make a respectable crowd for a dogfight.
We got to pick up every cent that we can.
Yeah, well, let's look at this map.
What do you mean?
Look at this. East, west, south, west again, now east. This trail would shame even a sidewinder.
You know any better way to find business?
Maybe.
Come on, now, you've been beating around the bush ever since you got up here. You got an idea?
Look at this. We're pretty far east right now, and a little north. The next stop's Gurneyville.
And any luck at all, we ought to do all right there.
Well, we're going to have to do a lot better than all right.
What do you mean now? Come on. You got something on your mind. Spill it.
All right, we Take the money we make in Gurneyville, hit the river, and head due south.
Yeah. Wait a minute, that's St. Louis.
Casey, it's going to be a long time before we're this far east again. In a town that size, well, we could fill the main tent 100 times.
Yeah. Hey, you know, you get a nighty there, Ben. Oh, no. St. Louis, that's a long, tough haul.
Look, we got to save the show, and it's going to take money. That's the only place we can get it.
You know, Mr. Travis, I'm certainly glad that you're my partner. I probably could have picked a better man for the job, but I don't know where I could get him. The state of confusion you and I keep each other in once in a while, I think it's healthy for both of us, don't you? We'll go to St. Louis, Ernie.
Would you boys like a little music with your dancing?
No, but I'd like to take a little time out to teach you how to respect your elders.
Casey, you've been talking that way to me 8 times this month already. Gentlemen have just come by to tell you we got a show to put on. And the few customers we got are going to be expecting their money back unless you two get a move on.
We'll be right out, Tony.
Oh, I'm warning you two fellas. I got my clown act ready for the next town we hit after Gurneyville. I don't want any arguments out of either one of you hear?
I've never seen that Tony so set on something that didn't have a skirt on.
Yeah. We'll give him a chance to put on his act real soon.
Yeah. Well, Yvonne, get thee gone, Brutus, to the lions.
Should have done this earlier. They still look like they've been pulling a plow. Lulu, you going third.
Get them going like that, see?
Good,
That thing? Now, you understand? Here, I'll try it.
Left hand now.
first.
We'll try it. Here we
Left
go.
hand. That's what? Oh, wait a minute.
Give it up, Tony, before you tear down the whole circus.
Now, wait a minute. Tony's got a good idea there. I think I'll leave it in the act, you know, and I'll drop the balls. I think it'll be funny.
You might have some there, Arnie, but right now, get out and make them laugh, huh?
Don't I always?
Roberto, he's drunk and he's passed out.
Drunk? Tell Casey to keep the clowns on.
Arnie, keep the act going. We got trouble.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now the TNT Circus proudly presents...
Something's gone wrong, Ben says keep it going.
Keep it going?
Yeah.
What do we do? You want to do the poodle dog?
No.
How about the cinnamon?
Cinnamon band. Here we go.
I tried to wake him up, Ben. I don't know what to do. I can't do the act alone.
You won't have to. Give me about 5 minutes.
Simba! Ha! Simba! No! Ah! Ha! Ha! Ah!
That Arnie sure earned his keep today, huh?
He sure is.
Simba! Steady! Steady, Simba! Steady!
It's all right now, Colonel. You can announce it. Real nice trooping, Arnie.
Ladies and gentlemen, the TNT Circus, the big show, presents Roberto the Great and the lovely Lana in the death-defying aerial act. Ben, you can't do Roberto's act.
Don't worry, Casey. I'll make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Roberto in the most dangerous feat of all, the double somersault, the great Roberto.
Ben?
You're fine. How'd you like that stunt?
Well, the last part sure was a dilly. Why don't you keep it in the act all the time? You'll be a sensation.
Hey, that was a pretty tough trick. You shouldn't have tried it.
It seems you're right. But I've done that stunt before. I wonder what happened.
The rigging broke, Ben. It wasn't your fault.
The rigging broke. Well, I checked it myself yesterday.
Roberto went over it again this morning. Just the same.
Now, wait a minute. If you're thinking that wasn't an accident, you're wrong, because nobody would tamper with the rigging.
You're doing great for a while, Ben.
The car cleared out yet?
Yeah, all 37 of them.
Good.
Tony, check that box office for me, will you?
Good enough.
Well?
Cut.
Are you sure? Maybe it just rubbed.
Yeah, against the sharp edge of a knife.
Perhaps it is fortunate that I wasn't disposed.
You mean drunk?
You may think as you please.
I intend to. If I see you drinking again, you're through.
That would be a tragedy, wouldn't it? Ben, I don't need your small-time circus. Any show will be delighted to have me.
You were pretty hungry when we hired you, though.
You did me no favors. Anyhow, there is no future with this show. I've seen it happen before. First come the bad breaks, then come the accidents.
And then?
And then nothing, my friend. The Thompson and Travis Circus will be no more.
Well, you don't have to wait around to see it happen. You can pick up your time and then move out.
No, Ben. I want to see what happens. Besides, I got a contract.
I want to see what happens. The prophet of doom. But on you it looks good, Frenchie.
You don't make me laugh, little man.
I don't make you laugh, huh? Well, you give me a belly laugh, Roberto. That's what you do.
Do I, Arnie?
Mm-hmm.
Do I make you laugh, really?
Yeah, except when you get drunk. Or maybe it was convenient that you got drunk and passed out. Yeah, maybe you had a hunch that the rope would break, huh?
That's an amusing thought, that I would cut my own rope. But I have another one.
What's that?
I always take a drink, one and no more, before my act. It would be very simple for somebody to drug my whiskey. That would make me unavailable. Then the heroic Ben would perform and fall. But the little man, the funny little man, who's not funny at all, would know more about that.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry for what Roberto said, Arnie.
It's all right, Lana.
I don't care what people say. I like you.
Thank you. Hey, do you think she meant that, Tony?
Arnie, who knows what a girl means? What was going on with you and Roberto, anyway?
Oh, Roberto, nothing. I just don't like him.
Arnie, the feeling seemed mutual.
He's trying to tell me that somebody might have drugged the only drink he takes before he does his act.
Well, you're sure not going to believe that, are you?
And you believe that, and you've got to believe the story that the rope was deliberately cut.
Well, wasn't it? Ben sure seems to think it was.
No, do a silly thing like that. I tell you, it's nothing but a run of bad luck. Come on, let's go over to the cook's tent and get a cup of coffee.
All right.
I'm awfully sorry for what happened today, Ben.
It could have been worse.
Why would anyone want to hurt one of us?
I wish I knew the answer to that.
You know, Roberto's not a pleasant man. The others hate him. I hate him myself sometime, but I wouldn't cut his rope. And I don't know anyone who would.
Well, someone did.
You can't be sure of that.
All right, forget it. You better get some sleep.
Ben, I had an offer from Adam Forepaw to join his circus.
Well, this show's a good one. We'll miss you if you go.
Oh, Ben, come with me. You're almost as good a flyer as Roberto now. In a couple of months, we could have a wonderful act together.
Lana, you know I can't do that. I own half this show. It's something I've wanted all my life.
It's just a little one-ring frontier circus, Ben. It won't last.
I think it will.
Well, even if you're right, it's not as important as being a star. We could return to Europe, Ben.
Thanks, Lana, but I'll have to take my chances here. You're a beautiful woman. I'm very flattered by the offer. It could be interesting.
Ben, you know, she'll kiss you and then she'll break your heart.
The voice of experience, Arnie?
Well, you might call it that. I used to be married to a girl like that once until a fellow like you came along.
Sorry, Arnie.
Oh, there's nothing to be sorry about. She left us both 2 weeks later for a pot-bellied lion tamer. There's a moral there someplace. I haven't figured it out. But I guess there's a lot of things that's hard to figure out in life. Like the jinxes that have been plaguing this show.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to lose out to any silly superstitions, Arnie. One thing for certain.
What's that?
Jinx or no jinx, we got to make St. Louis for Easter week. You know, with one good week like that under our belt, we can lick any trouble that comes up. You know, Arnie, I figure a man works hard enough, he makes his own kind of luck.
I hope you're right, Ben. But do you remember the Hagen show?
Yeah.
You remember all the jinxes that plagued that show? And then all of a sudden a big fire broke out. Charlie Hagen lost his life in that fire.
Yeah, well, I've heard 100 jinx stories like that. I never believed any of them.
Yeah, but how are you going to explain the rope that broke? The things that have happened to us the past couple of weeks. We had a fire that broke out. Wheel that came off the lion wagon. 3 accidents that hurt people, Ben.
Well, that's just it. Too many things have happened to me, just chance. Arnie, someone's out to stop this show. I don't know who, but I'm going to find out.
Then you catch that jinx, and I'll hold him while you punch him.
You got a deal. Let's hit the sack now. We got to roll out in the morning.
Good night, Ben.
Arnie, it's just you.
Yeah, it's just me.
Arnie, I didn't mean it like that.
You didn't mean it that way, Lana? How did you mean it? Lana, how did you mean it?
I'm sorry, Arnie, the accident and my nerves.
It's not the same with me as it is with the others. Well, I guess you never want to get serious with a clown, you know. What are you doing in here?
I came to check the rigging. Everything else looks all right.
Yes, it looks all right. Sometimes the ropes, they get a little worn out and frayed, and the riggers, they don't do their jobs very well.
I know. Arnie, I think I'll say goodnight. It's getting late.
Would you like me to walk you back to your wagon?
No, thanks. I'll see you tomorrow.
nice of you showing me how to be a clown, Arnie.
Oh, don't be silly. I enjoy it. It's my pleasure. There you go. I think that just about does it. Give a look. How you like it, huh?
Well, that's real nice, Arnie, but how come such an unhappy face?
Well, contrast. You got an unhappy kisser, and then you get hit in the face with water, or cream or something like that. And
I
people laugh
getcha.
all the louder. Believe it or not, when you're doing a routine sometime and you really get hurt or something, people laugh the loudest. Would you believe that?
They do.
Yeah. Hey, Tony, this is going to be a good makeup for you, so keep it.
Oh, wait till Ben and Casey sees this. I'm going to keep it on for the parade.
Hey, Colonel, how do I look?
Enjoy yourself, Tony. After St. Louis, you'll be back on the road scouting for us. Hey, Joe, button up that blouse. What do you think you're doing, a tramp act?
Now maybe your luck will change.
I hope you're right. Come on, let's go.
That's just to remind you, in case I'm wrong.
You know, you're going to do that sometime when I have time to find out if you really mean it.
She always means it. With every man she kisses.
If this weather holds up, we're going to make ourselves a payday right here in Gurneyville.
Yeah, if. I'll tell you what, Casey. If we do better than break even, when we get to St. Louis, I'll make you president of that rifle you've been dreaming about.
Well, now, Ben, my boy, what's that old saying? There's a sucker born every minute. All right, Sam, strike her up.
Before some of these town people put a shot at him. If he's wounded, he might do some killing.
Get back out of the way, boys. What are you trying to do, wreck the whole doggone town?
Like this was an accident. Give us a chance.
You can do your explaining in jail. Right now, we got to kill that lion.
Now, wait a minute. That lion's tame. He was born in a circus. But you wound him, and he'll get one even before you can stop him.
I reckon it would take more than one bullet to get him. But what else is there to do?
Well, give me a chance. Let me get to him. Calm him down. Look, he's more frightened than you are.
You mean you'd go in that stable after that lion?
Just give me about 5 minutes.
All right, mister. You got it. And for your sake, let's hope it works.
Let's hope it does. Easy, Benji. It's just me. Easy, boy.
Well, get back out of the way, boys.
I know you're scared, Benji. I don't blame you. It's all right. It's over now. See, it's just me. Come on, now, stop your fooling. All right, now, let's be a gentleman about this, Benji. Come on. Let's go home. Come on, like a gentleman. What's the matter, Benji? They scare you? Huh? Come on, let's go home. Come on.
Are you all right, dear?
Everything's fine now. Thanks for giving me the chance, Sheriff. What got into you, Susie? I always thought you were a lady.
How can you be a lady with a hide full of buckshot?
Buckshot?
Yes.
Looks like our Jinx has started toting a shotgun.
Probably some local prankster having some fun, that's all.
some fun.
Anything that happens could have been caused by something else. Anyway, it's over with now.
Not yet, it ain't. I'm arresting the whole lot of you for destruction of property, disturbing the peace, willful malicious mischief, and anything else I can think of.
Look, this was not our fault.
Sheriff, can't we talk this over?
Not until you get this mess cleaned off the street, and I'll get them wagons rolling.
Yeah. Get the circus back to the lot, and I'll see if I can't raise the bail. Come on, Sheriff, let's go to jail.
I wonder what else can go wrong.
Ben, with all the luck this show's been having, the jail will probably burn down.
The bail is $2,500. And that's an end to it.
Oh, Judge, I haven't even got half that much. If you just trust me and allow us to put on a performance this afternoon.
Not a chance. They stay in jail until the first circuit judge makes his rounds. Unless you want to make bail for him.
The circuit judge? Well, when'll he be here?
In 2 weeks.
I guess you might as well keep us in jail. At least we'll be eating regular. Judge, if you'll just allow us to play St. Louis Easter with...
The bail is $2,500.
Now, here, what are you boys doing? You can't come in here. The judge is busy.
We came looking for Judge Stewart. Pa always says he's the right man to go to when you got troubles.
I said the judge is busy. Now, here, come back.
Judge, you really stopping the circus from playing today? That's what all the folks are saying. And we figured you just couldn't be mean enough for that.
All right, Sonny, come on.
Just a minute, Sheriff. Now then, boy. What's this that the folks was saying?
Just that you're playing honorary. But we never believe that. My pa says you're a fine man, Judge. That's why I come here. You're gonna let the circus play, aren't you?
I'm afraid not, Sonny. You see, the judges.
Nothing of the kind. Of course the circus is going to play. And you boys just let it be known that Judge Stewart is just the way your daddy says he is. And with election coming up, you can go, boy.
Judge, you said...
How much money have you got on you?
$500?
The bail is $500. No. Just pay the clerk down the hall.
Thank you, Judge.
All right?
You sure did.
We get the tickets now?
Oh, yes, of course. 2 tickets to the TNT Circus. There you are. There's 2 for you. A chance to one of the others. Good boy, son.
Well, welcome home, jailbirds.
Casey, the things we do for this show.
Well, at least you saved the price of that rifle. After that ruckus in town, we'll be playing to an empty seat.
Well, we just hit the road, Colonel. There are other towns, you know.
After we pay off the damages for everything that elephant broke up, plus the bail, we ain't gonna have a dime left, Ben. The judge is not gonna try that case till 2 weeks, and... Oh, gosh. We can't even make our payroll Saturday.
Casey, maybe I should catch the night boat to St. Louis. See if I can borrow some money on the show.
Now, that don't sound bad at all, Colonel.
Yeah, St. Louis. Let's all catch that night boat to St. Louis. Take the whole show with us.
Let's do it.
Come on, Ben. What are you waiting for?
Thanks very much, Captain.
Well, that's the magic carpet's gonna deliver us to St. Louis on time. Everything arranged?
Yeah, everything. Except the slight difficulty of getting these wagons on board.
Wait a minute, I had the big problem of solving this thing. Looks like you could take care of the little details. Uh-oh, here comes one I plumb forgot about.
You boys planning on jumping bail?
Sheriff, what do you take us for, a bunch of scoundrels? That's the last thing to be on our minds.
Look, Sheriff, for weeks now, we've been plagued with bad luck. Our only chance of saving this show is to play St. Louis next week.
You got a hearing in 2 weeks. What are you gonna do about that?
Well, guarantee that one of us will come back here and take care of what we
Sure,
want.
Sheriff. This is the only circus that ever come out west. And it means a lot to us. It means a lot to a lot of other people, too. Sheriff, you got any kids, huh? What do they think about the circus? Have you ever looked at their faces as they watch the clowns and the animals, huh?
No, I ain't. Been too busy watching them myself. Now, officially, I'm telling you not to load none of them wagons or none of them animals on that boat. It's against the law.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna check up on you.
Yes, sir.
A day or two. To make sure you ain't skipped the country.
All right, Mr. Travis, you can start taking care of those little details.
With pleasure.
All right, let's get these wagons off board. Come on, move them out. Come on, move it.
I love these St. Louis. All this money in just one performance. Wait till the next show, Ben.
You won't have to wait long, about an hour.
Give me some more. You know, I think we've broken that jinx. A few more days like this and we've buried our worries.
Yeah, unless something happens.
Like what?
Well, what if the jinx turned out to be somebody that's trying to cause trouble for the show? Couldn't pick a better time than this.
You mean something has happened?
Well, one of the men reported a gun stolen out of one of the tents during the last performance. I posted extra men around the camp, told them to keep a sharp eye out for anything or anyone that looks suspicious. There's Tony. I haven't seen him all day.
He's with Arnie.
So you know he's figuring on performing in the show today.
I told him I thought it'd be all right. I think he deserves a chance. He's worked hard on that routine. He and Arnie hit it off real well.
Come on. Now we run into the ring. See?
Tell me what to do, Arnie.
All right, I will. But look at that. Then we make a few gestures around in here, you know, before we look at each other, and then you give me a little push. See? Give me a little, and I look around at you. See, and then the first thing you know, I haul off out and go wham, wham. See, and then you give it to me. Wham, wham. See, and then, wow, wham. That's right. Wait, no, excuse me. It's my fault. Once more, again. Do it again. Wham, wham. That's right. See. Then I look at you and I put my finger up. See. And I bend you over like that, and I run over here. See. Where you going? And then I give it this. Wham. Wow. You see?
Let it hurt.
Then you haul off, and you give it to me good. Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry, Arnie.
I forgot all about your bad back. No, wait a minute. Don't pick me up.
Let me give you a hand.
No, wait a minute. I know you didn't mean to do it, kid. It'll be all right. Just
take it easy then.
Oh. You know, silly thing like that, it just snapped on me, bang, like that.
I'm sure sorry.
I know you didn't mean to do it. Whew. It's better now. Just hurt for a minute. Thanks for the concern, Tony. You know, I bet you're the only real pal I've got in this world.
Oh, me, Arnie?
Sure.
Why, it's the other way around. You're the pal. Well, you're a real circus.
Yes, sir. That's right. Gosh, I starred in practically every big show in Europe. My name was plastered all over those big 24 sheets. I couldn't walk down the street without people recognizing me. Kids look at me and say, there he is. Wow, that was real exciting. Took me 5 years to master the triple somersault.
You were a high flyer, Arnie?
I fell so many times I lost count. But then I finally got it one day. Yeah, and then when I finally did do the trick, I did it without a net. And you should have seen the expression in the kids' faces, you know, and the people. You know, they couldn't believe it. It was almost disbelief. You know, got a terrific thrill inside of you. I guess every man has a few great years. Guess those were mine.
Boy, I sure wish I could have seen you then, flying around up there.
3 years. 3 short years, and it was ended. All because of some silly, careless mistake.
If you hadn't fallen, Arnie, you'd still be flying.
Come on, let's quit talking about me, will you, kid?
It's every last cent of it.
Now I'm gonna put our little baby to bed, and then get Harry to guard this during the next performance.
Hey, now. Tony, if that's you, I've been looking for you all day.
Do you like it, Ben? Huh? How about you, Case? I've been rehearsing.
I think you got a real Joey character on your hands. I like it fine.
Well, Arnie says he got it down pat. Oh, it's a big day for me. It took me a whole hour to get this face on. What act do I follow?
Well, let's see now. You could... Ben, you had some word on that, didn't you?
Thanks. Tony, the fact of the matter is
Now, Ben Travis, don't you be saying what I think you're trying to say. You know what this means to me. I just want to try the clown act once. You fellas don't like what you see. You let me know about it. You never have to see it again. But I got to do it once.
Tony, believe me. If I didn't need you, I wouldn't...
Now, Ben, don't you pull that sympathy stuff with me. I got your word. I got Casey's word.
Tony, you ain't gonna clown today's show. Something's come up serious.
Well, something's always going to come up serious, Case. Look, I know you two. You want to keep all the fun for yourself. Yeah, and you think the audience is going to like my act so much, and then you're going to have to go and find some sucker to scout your roads for you. Well, I didn't mean it to sound the way I said it, but... Oh, Ben, what do you want me to do?
Tony, I got a feeling there's going to be trouble. I'd like you to stay out in back of the menagerie. Move around a bit, before, during, and after the show. Keep those great big blue eyes open. I'll take care of the inside of the main tent.
All right. I'll just make you one promise. Tomorrow noon, you're going to be the star clown in this show.
Jones, get that rigging up.
Well, we don't have to worry about that jinx anymore.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. Maybe nobody else will find out about me.
Why, Arnie?
Why did you do it? Why did I do it, Ben? You had Lana. At least when she looked at you, she saw a man. When she looked at me, she saw nothing but sympathy.
But why me? Why my show?
Do you know what it's like to be able to do something that nobody else in the world can do but you, Ben? And then one day you find out you can't do it anymore. Do you? Do you know what it feels like to fall from that top up there and break your back and smash your face so that you won't be able to work anymore? I should have died from that fall, Ben, but I didn't. So I became Arnie. Arnie the clown. I made everybody laugh. But all the time I was hating everybody's guts. Do you know what it feels like for a man to live with that kind of hate? How it festers inside of him until he can't think of anything but hate? Hold it, Tony. Hold it right there. I don't want to have to use this gun on you, kid.
Look, just put the gun away, please. Haven't you done enough already?
This way you haven't got a chance.
I'm never coming down. I'll take my chances up here.
Sure did like him, Ben.
Yeah, I know, Tony. You gotta feel sorry for him.
She's a good old girl, Charlie. Yes, sir.
What's the matter with her, Casey? She's sick?
It's that jinx again.
I wouldn't rightly say that, boys. The truth of the matter is, Susie is going to have a baby.
Oh, no, Casey. It's the first good business we've had. Now we're stuck here with an elephant that's expectant.
That means she'd be the first elephant in America to have a baby.
That's right. This is going to put Barnum's Jumbo in the shade. Wait till the public hears about this. Ladies and gentlemen, the TNT Circus proudly presents the only native-born Yankee Doodle elephant in captivity.